Hey everyone. Okay, so I have a lot of people that are asking me about how I make the slippers for my gnomes. And I've had a little bit of issues because I just don't like sitting there and writing out a ton of instructions. It's not that I don't want to share, it's just that it's a lot of instructions whenever I post one of my gnome creations or sets, because I do make gnomes with accessories. It's just a pain in the butt to write it all out. So today's video is on the slippers. So for the slippers, I buy simple ping pong balls from Dollar Tree, and I cut them in half. So that one's already one cut in half. I save cardboard from everything. I save cardboard from boxes, from packing, from cereal boxes, anything, any cardboard. I'm always saving cardboard. So you need a piece of cardboard and this. Of course, a glue gun. And then I bought a bunch of these socks from Dollar Tree during the holidays, and I use these for some of my gnomes. This one I've already cut, but I'm going to use this for the covering on the slippers. So I just cut it and open it up, and it's the inside of this that I'm using. That way they look like fuzzy slippers. Okay, so first things first. I cover the front of the slipper. So covering this, there's a lot of ways you could do it. I have my own way of doing it. But, you know, once you kind of mess with it and figure it out, you'll get your own little technique for it. So I want to make sure that the fuzzy part is going to be on the outside of the slipper. So I just start with my bluing on the inside. Excuse my nails, you guys. I've been doing a lot of crafting, and when I clean with bleach, my hands are trashed. So, and I hate wearing gloves. So I'm always a mess. And I'm actually a nail tech by trade. That's my regular job. So my hands shouldn't look that bad, but they do. All right, I'm gonna glue this side. Yow. Okay. And honestly, it's funny, whenever I make my bathtub gnomes, and that's what I make these slippers with, this is the thing that takes the longest to make with my bathtub gnomes, is the slippers. Okay, other side. So this is kind of turning into where it's going to look like a square, because it's going to stick out over here too. Now there's a couple ways you can do this. Let me finish this end. You can hear my son downstairs. My son works nights, so he just got home a little bit ago, and he's vegging on the couch, so he's probably getting ready to crash out. Okay, so this you could either pinch up and turn into ears if you would like. Like this would be a cute cat ear. But I'm going to show you how I do these all the way with the regular little bunny ears and stuff. Okay, so I open this little flap up right here. See, it's this. And what I do is I squirt a bunch of hot glue in here. And then I pinch this together on the outside. See where I pinch it together? Pinch it, pinch it, pinch it. Let that set. Do another one. Pinch, pinch, pinch. This one's set, so I'm going to cut this off. Now watch what this does. See how it seals in right here? It's like a little seam. It makes like a perfect seam on it. pinch, pinch. Okay, I'm gonna cut this one off. See? Seam. Let that set. I'm gonna fill this one in if I can get it open. And that one's actually in there pretty good. Let me see. Okay. Cut these off. Alright, so I want to make sure all these little seams are sealed and cooled down so they don't pull apart. This was that one I couldn't get open, so I just cut it now. Okay, so this is the front of the slipper. It's that easy, you guys. So when I make the bottom of the slipper, I just kind of said, depending on if I'm going to make the boy gnome or the girl gnome slippers, or what I'm going to make on this. So let me do some ears really quick. So ears are simple. Sometimes you can find a scrap piece that's easy to use, sometimes not. Let me do a little ear here. So I'm going to put a good chunk of glue here. I'm going to turn this in and this in right over that seam of glue and push. Okay, let that set. I'm going to make another one here. The reason I fold them both at the same time and push them down is so that one little bead of glue, or that little seam of glue, will spread out over the whole thing. Okay, let that one sit. I can cut this off, depending on how big you want your ears. So see, I can actually set this. Let's see, I'm gonna make this the top. Oops, I forgot to cut this off. Okay. Glue. And you guys can get super creative with this. I mean, you don't have to do things the exact way I do things. This is one of the big reasons why I don't like to post my instructions, is because it's not that I'm selfish, it's just that I really like to see other people make their own version of things. Like, that's what I did. Actually, when I came up for the idea for my bathtub gnomes, I was in bed and I was thinking about the gnomes that I had been making and all of the different stuff I had, and I just started coming up with little scenes that I wanted to do with my gnomes. Look how cute that is. See? So let's see. Do I have? I'm gonna use button for a nose. Let me see if I have two like that. I buy the little packages of the mixed buttons from Dollar Tree. So sometimes you have to check and see if you have matching buttons in there before you use one. Let's see. That one's really cute. I like that little white rim around it. I think we're gonna have another one like that. Dang it. Okay. Maybe I will use these for the nose, because I have two the same. one's the blue. I used that one. Okay, put these away. And find some little eyeballs. I need to go find some really small little eyeballs, but my neighbors have a dog that is outside constantly barking. Okay, we're gonna use these. 2 beads of glue. Boom, boom. Look how cute. So, with this, hold on, let me put these away. Alright. So I think with him, so I want him to sit like this. We're gonna do if he sits there, there we go. Perfect. I'm gonna cut this out. Okay. Voila! So this is gonna fit in here. Alright, so let's cover this. This is the piece I just made the ears from. Alright. Cover. You want to pull it snug because you want to get this little indentation right here on the slipper. See how it shows that little part for the foot? Okay. Now watch this. I'm gonna see if I open this up, you can see the cardboard there, right there. So I'm gonna put glue all right here. And first I'm gonna push down. See where it kind of seals that in? But then I'm gonna push it all up. Make sure it sits a little bit before you actually do that because you will burn the bejesus out of you. Same thing here. I'm gonna put it in here on this cardboard. Make sure it seals and then push it up. Now let me show you why I push it up. So this is pulling. So I'm going to cut this in this little round manner right here around the end of that cardboard, and it's sealed. See, that's sealed closed. So it looks like a little foot. So when I do this, we have the slipper. Glue. That is it, you guys. It's as simple as that. The slipper. Super cute. Make sure it dries really good. Kind of mess with it, form it. Those of you that are crafters, you know you can kind of mold hot glue as it starts to sit. See? Perfect. So these would sit next to the bathtub or the bed or whatever you're making, but totally up to you. This one, you can see it's kind of wanting to pop forward a little bit. So what I would do with that, put a nice chunk of glue right here and let it sit. And as it starts to harden, I can kind of mold it a little bit, kind of flatten it down, but it's just going to put weight on the end of this. But here is a bunny slipper, so of course I'm going to make one just to match it for my next bathtub buddies that I make. My little bathtub gnomes. Not yet. Anyway, this is our slipper, guys. Anyway, I hope that helped for some of you that were asking or wondering. It's really not that hard. It's more time consuming than anything. But thanks for coming to watch. I hope you come back to Gnomes for the holidays. Bye, everyone.